Recently, I watched Ali's video on why everyone needs a personal website, and I totally agree. For all the reasons he mentioned in his video, and one more, a kind of a byproduct of everything. But I'll explain in a minute. Let's listen to Ali explain why everyone needs the website.
My goal here is simple. I want to convince you to launch your own personal website. That is it. Starting my personal website was one of the best decisions I have ever made. Back in 2016, I bought a domain, I set up a simple website, and I had no idea just how much it would change my life. That website directly landed me opportunities when I was a medical student and when I worked as a doctor. The personal website even played a role in helping me meet the person who eventually became my wife. Because of that website, I started this YouTube channel 8 years ago. And thanks to this YouTube channel and to you guys for watching the content and engaging with the content, I am now able to live my absolute dream life. I genuinely believe that no matter where you are in life, whether you are just starting out or you're aiming for a promotion in the corporate ladder or whatever, or you're dreaming of starting your own business, a personal website can completely change your career and your life.
So I totally agree, and in this video, I'm gonna do a TLDR of his video, kind of. He says that the website is your online CV, and yeah, I do agree. Basically, in the era of the internet, if you're not online, you don't have any presence, you're more or less invisible. I think we are far beyond the old ways, right? Where you create a CV, send the CV and apply it to all the jobs. It's still viable, obviously, right? But we should move on and like progress. In here, the online CV would kind of be the content you're putting out, the projects you're making, and so on. So that's very good, right? It's like for a dev, like a repo on GitHub is kind of like a part of his CV. So that's the first point. The second point is based for personal brand, as I mentioned. You are invisible if you're not online, and if you want to build a personal brand, obviously a website is pivotal for that, right? You can do it with only social media, but then you kind of want people to gather around something, right? Around your personal brand. And the luck magnets, he mentions that you're expanding your surface area of luck, right? You're meeting new people, you're getting new opportunities, so on and so forth. And I totally agree with that. Not that my websites helped me with that yet, but I would imagine the reasons why he said that. And the fourth point, I think he fails to mention here, would be, at least for me, the personal website it's like, I'm not a big car guy, but I kind of imagine myself when when other people tinker with the car or like a motorcycle or something, right? They're like their baby. The website is something like that for me. Instead of spending time on playing games or doing other, like watching YouTube, Brainrot or whatever, I'm tinkering on the website and like playing around with it at least, or thinking how can I improve something or how can I add something new. That being said, yeah, thanks to Ali inspiring me, I launched this website, and for now, don't take this too seriously. For now I added only two things: the chessbot and chess puzzles. The puzzles is basically, yeah, you can play some chess puzzles and try to beat the puzzle, and the next one will load in a moment. The other one is a chessbot, which actually slapped me a couple of times, and it's embarrassing to be honest. The weird thing is, it shouldn't have like well, it shouldn't have. It doesn't have a memory or anything. It doesn't get better as it plays, but I don't know why. But maybe I'm getting worse as I played. I don't know. But he slapped me a couple of times, which was fairly embarrassing because, well, one of those times was on the toilet. So it's like the most the most embarrassment I had. I made something that kind of beat me in chess. It's not that I'm crazy good at chess, but yeah. Yeah, yeah. I set it up on DigitalOcean, and why DigitalOcean? There is no big reason. I just wanted a hosting service. This was the first that popped to my head. There are multiples. It's not that I'm endorsed by Cloudflare. I've never worked for them. However, using it for however long, I think it's like 2 weeks or so. I can for now I can recommend them. I'll check back on this in a couple of weeks or months. Because when you register, they give you some credits. You can use those credits for 60 days, and basically for the 60 days you can play around with Cloudflare, test and stuff. That's very nice. The UI is very user friendly. That's good as well. It didn't take me too long to set up the server. The other thing, you need to register the domain. I chose Cloudflare for well, not many reasons. So when you are launching your own website, I think that the key thing is to not overthink it. And by that I mean the analysis paralysis, right? You start analyzing all the different options and so on. Nowadays, a lot of options are just good enough. We are in an area where most options are good enough for what you're gonna do. I basically chose Cloudflare as registrar, not for any specific reason, but well, one, I read some good opinions online, and two, it comes with a couple of security measures, well, kind of for free, right, and optimizations. And I don't think like GoDaddy and a couple of other registrars come with that, so that's why I chose it. I just typed in Veogrim, chose a domain name. I think there is still this up for grabs. Maybe one day I'm gonna buy it. But it was like $50 when I tested this. When I looked for it. So I just went for .com, as you can see. It was, I think, around $10-11. I bought it for 2 years, so it's $22. Yeah, this is my droplet. I removed a couple of stuff yeah. Oh, it's not actually even 2 weeks. It's like 8 days, 7-8 days. Yeah. So this shows you the usage of the droplet. The droplet is basically the small server. I picked the smallest droplet on Cloudflare. Oh, sorry, not Cloudflare. On DigitalOcean. To set up the server, it was just setting up Nginx and creating the website. The website I created mostly with the use of AI. I didn't really spend that much time on it. Again, don't overthink things. Just do. Is the key, I think. Yeah, as you can see, that the smallest droplet is like the CPU is barely like not even 1% usage. Memory is hovering 30 to 33%. The one thing I need to check is actually disk usage. It's slowly increasing over time. I assume that's because the logs on the server are not cleaned, so I'll need to look into it. Well, I still have time, right? It's like barely a few percent disk usage. Not a lot of bandwidth used. Those are the stats on Cloudflare on the website. Unique visitors. So this is actually confusing because later you'll see that visits 590, and in here it says unique visitors 1004. So that's very odd. However, as you can see, total number of requests, percent cached, that's one thing that comes with Cloudflare. They help you with caching, so I don't need to use as much droplet resources. This is how much megabytes of data we served and cached. So that's how much they saved me from the droplet. A couple of more stats. I set up the server in France, not that it matters at this point. Just an FYI. This number of requests, bandwidth, visits. Yeah, so this is confusing, right? Visits. There was 1,000 visits, and then here it's like 590. Yeah, the Russia and like Hong Kong, China or whatever visits. I would imagine that those are bots. I haven't actually looked yet at the server logs. I'm gonna do that probably later today or next week. However, as you can see, even more stats, some encrypted requests, caching, errors. Yeah, I would imagine 404 errors mostly, 500 errors. Maybe someone tried to DDoS me. I don't know. I didn't notice any my website going down yet. So this is a pretty nice breakdown. Unfortunately, I don't have any sort of CM for log management, so I would need to parse raw logs from the server, so which I haven't done yet. And for the 8 days that this website was up, it cost me $1.21. But as I said, yes, there is some very new initial credits available. So I have $200 to spend for 60 days. So I could expand this droplet, I could run something much more powerful, but there is no need for what I'm doing right now, which is basically hosting this website and those two mini projects, Chessbot and Chess Puzzles. Feel free to play them. I'm really happy I made them. One, because of this time spent tinkering instead of playing League of Legends or whatever. And two, my father actually is a pretty big chess fan, so I kind of wanted to start with puzzles and the Chessbot to help help connect with my father a bit better, and so that he can help me test. If you have any suggestions on the improvements for the website or any projects, feel free to let me know in the comments. Aside from that, see you in the next update. Thanks for watching.